So when we last left our hero, i.e. me, I am the hero in this scenario, I just murdered all these dudes. It's pretty cool, right? I think in order to continue from here, we need to go back to what I'm assuming is the pub, based on what Grace said, to find our good boy, Andre, the other Stammerton brother. It is Andre, right? I think so. We also need to follow up on the whole Maria thing, but I don't know if there's something more we need out of Clara for that. She's pretty much confirmed she's the second mistress, so like we didn't really get her blessing, so I don't know if it's worth returning to her. Also returning to Block, who's in the same building, because we have just wiped out half of his battalion. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to Clara and Block first, basically. Talk to them, see if there's anything else to follow up on that, and then, you know, depending on the outcome of that, we can either go right to the pub or left to Nina's grave. That's the plan. I'm not going to pretend it's the best plan in the world, but it's my plan. It's my plan, and I nurtured it, and I love it, and I appreciate it for what it is. Either way, it's going to mean going through the stinky zone once again, but, you know, at this point, it sort of is what it is, right? We don't really have a lot of options around that. Sometimes you just got to get stank. Sometimes you got to get stanked on. Sometimes you got to watch a guy just get executed in broad daylight. To be fair, he was trying to throw a Molotov cocktail at point blank range into that guy's face, so he did sort of ask for it, I suppose. You know, there is such a thing as provocation. There is sort of such a thing as acting in self-defense, and I think literally trying to set someone on fire might be the point at which I think that maybe it's okay to fire back. What just happened? Oh, it's just that nerd wanting to have a chat with me about his nerd stuff. I've not got time for that right now, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Mr. Harrispex, I've got bigger things on my plate. I've got bigger issues to deal with. Not involving you and your desire to do the exact opposite of what my canon desire is. So I'm not really here to hear you out, to be honest. Yeah, that's it. You fight that guy. You two fight amongst yourselves so that I don't have to get involved. That's actually pretty ideal. Oh wow, we can't actually get to him to fight him. That's a real shame, honestly. It's really unfortunate for the guy. I've been there though. I've been in that exact circumstance, so I feel for him.
The weapon security must be tightened.
Listen, your soldiers opened fire at me. I am already aware of that. You're absolutely in the right. I thank you. Excuse me. Enough, this cannot go on any longer. My unit are not following orders. Yesterday a quarter of them succumbed to the disease, today I lost half more. The only good thing is that the plague mows the mutineers down faster than it does the loyal soldiers, fitting spoils for the rebellion. What units are these? The 15th Company, the Flamethrower Corps, the 42nd... not quite right, but I'll give you it. Infantry Battalion, partially. The new Raw troops, transferred under me on a railway haul, specifically for this damned mission. Do they have insignia or any other distinctive features? Who needs insignia? If the soldier's off his post, he's a criminal. Criminals are subject to a quick trial and immediate punishment. This is absolutely obvious. Now is not the time to take a soft line. What should I do if I see a soldier off the post? Kill them on the spot. Offer resistance. Report to me, although I'm already on it. If only I had enough forces left, the mutineers and traitors would have already been exterminated publicly, just like the Karstov Fords. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's an important historical thing. It's nice to see your zeal, Commander, but that was fucking useless, wasn't it? Clara, you got anything?
This false Georgi is no Georgi at all.
No?
However...
Okay. There's clearly nothing else we can do with Clara right now, then. I'm trying to remember, is Nina's grave's here, isn't it? We're a lot closer to the pub, so we'll do that first, I think, and then we'll head over to the grave and see if we can do anything. I'm not sure, because we didn't really get... We were out to get the blessings of both of the mistresses, and we only got half of what we were asking for. We only got Capella's blessing, so I don't know if that's gonna allow me to finish the quest or not. It would be nice if it did. it would be cool if I was able to do that, but especially since I spoke to Clara prior to this whole mass murder spree I went on with that battalion, so I'd really not like to do that again if I can avoid it. This is the wrong way. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, I suppose. We'll see if we can get anything from this. I don't really know what I could have done wrong. I can't really remember exactly how the conversation went with Clara, but I feel like I usually try to pick what feel like the obvious options. I try not to be overly hostile to anyone. This is it's getting difficult to get into this pub right now, to be honest, with this fucker trying to stab at me. I probably should have just gone straight in instead of trying to lead him in on a merry dance. That's probably my fault, but okay. There we go. You're back? You're back, okay.
You saved my brother and me from being shot. But if you truly value my life so much, protect the tower.
Okay. Hey, you haven't abandoned me, old boy. I was expecting you to come, to be honest. See, I was stupid enough to return here, but you probably already know that the soldiers are at each other's throats. The squads that are loyal to the general are killing the mutineers by the cannon. And the latter are quite displeased with me. Andre, now is the time. I have come to talk business. Talk ahead, then. Wait, don't you want to know what happened to me at all? No, I want to know how you installed the polyhedron. It was you, wasn't it? It's so peculiar that you're only asking about it now. In fact, all these days I've been waiting for you to finally come and be interested in the foundation of the miracle. Weren't you surprised in the slightest? It would be easier to show you, though. I've supported my words with documents if Peter hadn't burned the blueprints. I saw them, but his designs only show the optical structure of the infernal sphere. What I want to know is how the thin base can support it. As far as I understand, the main trick is that enables the whole construction is that the main compartment doesn't touch the ground at all. Indeed, so you've got it. Tell me, do you like it? Yes, it's amazing. I've never seen anything like that. I'm only saying this because I want his answers. Right, and you never will. Peter has created this edifice by mistake. Yes, it's 80% his genius, but the other 20 of it owes to the weird, ridiculously lucky combination of coincidences. But I have installed it without relying on sheer luck, oh no. It had to do with bold design, angry passion, and precise calculations. How have you installed it? The question has been driving me mad for more than a week now. Fine. So you want to look at the foundation blueprints? Go ahead. As luck would have it, they're on me now. Oh, thank you very much. Was this always clear? Is this from getting the blueprints that I now know there's like a big anchor spike going under the ground and soaking up all the blood? Yeah, I want those, but I don't need combustible fluid, do I?
Why
what would I need that for?
Come here to gawk at me.
Alright, I'm leaving. Be that way. See if I care. I guess we'll bring these back to Aglaya. I don't know why we're helping her. We sort of understand at this point that she's not necessarily on our side in this whole business, but I guess we'll bring her the blueprints, maybe try and convince her that this is the thing to do. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we will try and swing by Nina's grave on the way back. It could pay off. It could not pay off. Only one way to find out, isn't there, realistically? I did notice Andre said... no, it wasn't Andre. Was it Andre? I can't remember if it was Andre or Block at this point. One of them said that there was fighting going on at the cannon. I don't know if that was just, talking about the fight I just had, or if it was... trying to imply that if I go to the cannon I'll see some shit go down between two different battalions of soldiers. I don't know if that's worth trying to check out. It might be. It very well might not be as well. Never really know in this game what is a hint and what is... Did he really hit me? That was some impressive aim, I've got to give it to him, but... Why am I walking so slowly? What the fuck? Did my movement speed just get dropped for a second there, or did I hallucinate that? I don't know how this game works anymore, man. Guess we'll start using these up, get me some inventory space. Once again, having controller issues. Don't mind me. It's kind of pointless trying to boost my immunity when I'm standing still in a plague zone, which means I'm repeatedly getting my immunity dropped. Huh? That was probably a dumb thing to do. As I say, at this point, like, I'm not particularly bothered about just wasting materials, because I'm not going to need everything I've got. I've stocked myself well enough that I can get through this game pretty much without issue, I think, at this point. Unless there's, you know, more ridiculously difficult first-person shooting segments to do, because I'm not historically great at those, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. The Cana grave is just to this away, so we'll swing by there first. As per these guys' instructions. Oh, fuck off with your knife. Fuck all off with your knife. I'm not bothered about that. I'm not interested in your wacky knife that you've got. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, that's it. Shoot him. You're not shooting at me, are you? No, yeah, shoot him. Shoot the guy behind me. Get him. You can flamethrower him too if you want. Just don't hit me in the process. I might have done it. I think I heard something die. Ah. Yeah, I forgot there was free food here. Not really much going on though, is there? Not really much going on here, so I guess I've not done this quest adequately. I guess. Colors embrace the other token. Maybe I swing by Victor first before anything can happen here. As I say, I did Google it. I tried not to read too thoroughly into it because I didn't want spoilers, you know. So I just sort of looked for the thing that made sense to me as the hint I was missing, and sort of took it from there. Skim read, I guess, is the term. These all just say the same thing, do they? Do you say something different? The lady is not to be found anywhere. What could have happened? She couldn't reach focus yet. It's too early for that, and we would have known if the mistress was coming early. That's why we were assigned here in the first place. That means you're guarding your lady poorly. Poor guarding of the lady. Very disappointing. Marks down for that. Yeah, Vicky boy. Victorino. V-Meister. How's it going?
That does it. I'm going to break soon.
Everything will be decided tomorrow. The black muzzles of the cannons ready to begin the bombardment, so this is what the dark void of death looks like. So the true nothingness, unlike true magic, can indeed be firmly grasped with a steel ring, and not one of particularly large caliber at that. Someone's tried to assure me recently that such things cannot be grasped. Okay, nothing to be gained from talking to him. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I really was trying to get all the quests done. And it seems like at this point I've only got one of my desired 3 achieved. But god damn it, I tried, man. I tried. By the way, Bachelor, have you any chance heard of the outrageous event that happened yesterday? Bone Stake Lot? Yes. So who was behind it? Maria. Tell me about Nina. Maria's portrait. Wait, did I read all this? I definitely read something about her talking about the Bone Stake Lot last time, but maybe I picked different options. I'm content with the accounts of 2 extremely reliable prosecutors. They for sure know that yesterday's pictogram in the lot was created by Maria. The first is a man that's been selfishly in love with Maria for a long time ago. This is it. Yeah, they send you off to see young Vlad, don't they? By the way, if you want to talk with this Casper boy, please hand this panacea over to him. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Hold up. Hold up, I'm getting my wires crossed here now. What am I doing with these blueprints? Do I need to talk to you again?
Why are
Okay.
you playing me up?
Well, do have a look. I've got this blueprint for the Foundation. Here it is, take a look. So the miraculous machine turned out to be a lever pumping poisonous organic matter from below the ground. How symbolic. There is a certain familiar logic to it, the general logic of the world structure. Don't tell me you're surprised, Bachelor. Why are you calling it a lever? So the local diggers, drillers and engineers find sophisticated ways to screw the longest stem into the ground under Andrei Stamatin's guidance. The polyhedral egg lies upon this stem as though it were a spring. Reminds you of a lever, doesn't it? But if the builders stirred the underground deposits when they installed the foundation, why has the outbreak only happened now? Because of the soil. I think this clot used to be a pit where the steppe people would bury the remains of slaughtered bulls. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that it was like they'd just been like pouring organic refuse under the ground basically, and that was poisoning the soil. I guess I didn't know specifically that the polyhedron was like drawing it out. I had a hint that that was what was going on, but it's nice to have it spelled out. There are facts to support this. I suspect it was situated above the cramp's point. The pressure was gradually increasing. Perhaps the pintle was shifting, and when it got to the clot... Yes, it sounds plausible. We have found the source. I congratulate you on the victory, Daniel. Tomorrow is the last and the hardest day. We have, but it's all very sudden. Somehow I can't shake the feeling that you knew beforehand. See you in the meeting at the headquarters tomorrow. I'll come. I'll come. Okay. Yeah, that just sort of confirmed a lot of what like I pieced together between the Harrispex's campaign and what this campaign was building to. So I don't think I really learned anything new specifically from that, but that did help a little bit. I guess if we go see Casper, Khan, whatever you want to call him, perhaps that will trigger the whole Maria thing that we're trying to work out here. I know we did this in the previous attempt, but I've honestly completely forgotten how it all fits together. It felt like this didn't really go anywhere for me last time, but I tried to give him the panacea and he refused it, right? Wasn't that what happened? I do have it, don't I? Yeah. Got 2 jars of it, in fact, at this point. I'm collecting the stuff. Yeah, he was like, if I can't give it to everyone here, then I don't want it. I go down with the ship, sort of business. Very noble for like a fucking 10-year-old or whatever he is. If it was me, I'd just be like, yeah, give me all the drugs. Give me all the drugs. I love drugs. Drugs make for a healthy body. My body's unhealthy enough as it is, frankly. Hello, lads. Just popping in to see your king.
What else should one do?
You come on her behalf, I know. What is there to talk about then? Tell me, Casper, what happened to Maria? Aglaia told me to give you this. It's a panacea. I tell the Inquisitor that by you any stretch of imagination cannot acknowledge the complicity, there we go, of your relatives to the lot situation against your personal preferences. Is that correct? It is. Now no one will claim that I'm only saying it to protect my family. Yes, I've already realised what your position is. Outside he would gladly provide information. The problem is he doesn't have any information. Okay, so Vlad the Younger is the only witness left. So we're going to have to... I don't know how we can really talk to Vlad the Younger, though, is the problem. I don't know how we can really... Like, the fella outside's all like, yeah, Vlad's dead, baby, Vlad's dead. And if he's truly dead, then that means we just can't do this quest, right? Unless there's some, you know, weird pathologic talk to ghosts thing going on. Wouldn't honestly be the first time, I don't think. There's been a lot of bizarre shit go on in this game, so... I still don't really understand how the last few days of the Harrispex's campaign made any sense, but I just sort of rolled with it. I just sort of went along with what was going on there. fell down a big hole and sacrificed a mistress or something. I don't remember. But, yeah, so I guess all of this is like counterpointed by a big underground needle that like provides like a counterweight that goes underneath the city, I guess. I don't know exactly how that would work from a physics sense, but I guess we're meant to take a bit of it on faith. At least there is some sort of, you know, some sort of laws of nature applying to it, but it's still a lot to consider. Like, what the hell is that staircase made out of that it doesn't just snap? You know what I mean? What does it specifically say? Above the statuettes of the mistresses, the air is heavy, as though a thunderstorm was upon us. I could swear I've seen the shade of Scarlet Nina's silhouette and stature rush towards the crypt's gate. She was moving fast but in no hurry, as though she walked without touching the ground with her feet. Okay. I don't know if there's something we're meant to like interact with here somewhere. I know how this game can be. There can be some strange going on sometimes. I thought for some reason there was like a building you could actually go inside here. That might have been somewhere. Oh no, there it is. It's this one over here. Aha. Aha, maybe I was a dumb fuck the whole time. Okay, well that didn't really change anything, did it? I thought maybe she'd be in here. I think I might have screwed this up by saying the wrong thing to Clara. I don't think I'm willing to play through this day a third time, in all honesty. I don't think I'm down for that. Might just have to live with the consequences of our actions. You know, our actions. You're complicit in this. It's your fault. Specifically your fault. Nothing to do with me refusing to read the wiki properly. It's everyone's fault but mine, honestly. We still need to go buy some lockpicks. Still something we need to get done. So I guess we'll head over to Bad Grief. And I guess, you know, we've got the rifle with a few bullets left in it. We can go pop off some fellas around Vlad the Younger's house, just see if there was anything I was missing around there. I don't think I maybe explored that quite as thoroughly as I could have done. How many bullets have I got left? 10? Fuck it, yeah. Fuck it. Ow! Deserve what came to him. Wow, I'm honestly getting through these medical supplies a lot faster than I'd like to, but needs must. There was absolutely nothing else I could have done with Clara, was there? I don't know, maybe if I speak to Capella again, she would maybe like give me some way of getting leverage over. I know there was ways of talking about Clara with Capella, and I'm not sure I did that on this version of Day 11. So it's possible that doing that would help me out a lot. Do you mind? Just because there was a rat following me. Really was no need for that. Jesus Christ, man. This has got to stop. This has got to stop. You shooting me? You're not shooting me. Of course you're not shooting me. I'm too lovable. Take all of that, though. Hey, pal, I'm behind you. Hey, pal. Hey, pal. Hey, pal. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm actually going to leave a couple knives with you, if you want. There you go. Presents for you. Yeah. Unless there's some way of... I've not spoken to Taya today. It's possible that, like, if I speak to her, she'll give me an option to speak to Vlad the Younger. Like, he might not actually be dead. I know she took him into custody. And since I've got fuck all else to do, I might as well head over that way, right? I do also need to save Scum some schmauders, but that's not a major pressing issue, because I can just do that on the final day. I think. I can do that, can't I? The houses... Are the houses empty on the final day? Oh, I'm wondering now, actually. I'm suddenly curious. What if the houses are empty on the final day? Where am I going? Oh, I'm actually suddenly concerned. I didn't actually try it. And assuming the same people get sick and it's not like a random chance thing, then I'm going to need to trade in for those 2 schmauders prior to the final day, if it is in fact something that needs doing prior to the final day. You got a bit of time left, it's fine. And I can, you know, save Scum it, so it shouldn't actually take that much, like, in-game time, realistically, if I'm just keep, like, loading until one of them has a schmauder for me. So we can still see if we can get anything done with these remaining quests.
Well.
Yeah, I need all 3 of these lockpicks, probably, to be honest with you. Oh, I can't have all 3. Do you want this scalpel? Beautiful. Thank you. Wait, do you have any rifle ammo? I might as well, right? I might as well buy up all of his rifle ammo. Like, what else am I going to use the money for at this point? I'll tell you what else. Nothing. Nothing else. And it's quite nice to have the power. To feel the power in my hands. I guess this is the whole Second Amendment thing in America, right? Once you've got the rifle in your hands, once you feel that surge of being a big man, you can just blow someone away at a moment's notice. Kind of hard to let go of that. Kind of hard to want to relinquish that power. I don't know. I'm just a very anti-guns person in general, though. Like, I think most Brits are, like, right wing, left wing, regardless. I think we all are sort of united on the whole. Like, we've not had guns in this country, or, you know, easily open carried guns or whatever in this country for so long that, like, we just all think of them as just being this, like, horrible weapon of destruction and not really serving any other important purpose. So it's very much a cultural thing for sure, but yeah, that's probably the biggest cultural difference, honestly, between America and the UK. Is we are just innately terrified of guns, and you know, I don't think it's unfair to say that they are perhaps a little bit too blasé about guns. They perhaps are just a little bit too eager to just let people bring them into schools and stuff, you know. Like, it seems like not the best decision to me from an outsider perspective. But who am I to judge, right? Who am I to judge? We eat beans on toast over here, right? We all have our weird customs. I don't know why that woman just stopped and stared at me. I mean, I know I'm a devilishly handsome doctor. I'm sure I attract all the ladies, don't get me wrong, but nonetheless, that sort of open staring in the street is quite uncalled for, I think. Quite uncalled for. Try it, knife man. Fucking try it. Can't shoot a poop angel though, can I? What are y'all shooting at? What's going on over here? Oh, you're just mowing down innocent, plagued civilians. Fair enough. You carry on. You do your thing, you know. I personally wouldn't be that eager to just murder a bunch of people, but, you know, I'm not the military, am I? We all have our quirks. We all have our little preferences. I hope my infection's fine. I did notice it had gone up a little bit, but then I think I got hit by a flamethrower that was aimed at a rat, and that sort of sorted me out. Really? A rat's still following me. It is, but just very, very slowly. Oh no, it's not. It never was, apparently. Cool. What the f... Okay, there's definitely something to see here, isn't there? Definitely something to get invested in over this area of the map. Let's find out what it is. Unless that specific combo of dudes is just spawning in a bunch of random places and it's not actually anything to do with anything, but considering they were outside young Vlad's house and now they're outside the place where young Vlad is supposedly being held captive or dead, this does seem slightly sus. It does seem just a little bit sus. God, I have a lot of pairs of gloves. Just gonna chug some milk, I think. A few loaves of bread. Beautiful. I know some of that I found on the floor in a graveyard, but that's not gonna stop me eating it. Use one of these. Eat a bunch of those. There we go. Feeling good now. See what Tyre has to say. I don't know, it's possible that young Vlad is just somewhere in here, but I think first protocol is probably just to speak to Tyre and see if she has anything to say on the matter, because generally speaking, this game isn't one for just like having stuff hidden away in corners. It's more like you speak to the relevant NPC and they will at least point you in the right direction. Oh. Well. Hello. If only I knew before everything that I've learned now. Have you seen my father lately? Oh, if only I knew before everything that I've learned now. Yeah, okay, I understand. That makes more sense. Do you know what happened in the lot yesterday? Yes, of course, it was ugly. Barack is beside himself. The Canes have anything to do with it. Wait a minute, no, this can't be. The Canes were within a hair's breadth of destruction. The whole situation was arranged to smear their name and set the people against them. Who gave you this unique idea? Because I can't believe that you come to this conclusion on your own via logical inference. Aglaya thinks Maria did it. Rubbish, Maria is innocent. Moreover, now I understand that she's our only hope. She's the only one who has the courage to keep building the thing that we've set the foundation of. The cowardly and the weak want the reliability, comfort and confidence of tomorrow. They also want her dead. But what about the kin? It's not like this can be explained to them. The kin is gone, for good, sadly. I can already see that Barack has failed. He's lost everything. So from now on, I will serve her, who will construct a new miracle instead of the lost one. I promise to give this to you. It's a panacea. I need nothing. I've changed. I'll sell my property. The money will go towards the construction project. This town has to be rebuilt from scratch. So this is how it's going to be for you. You got anything to add?
Misfortunes never come
No.
alone.
Okay. What an ideal. The haters rest their case. The victors adopt the faith of those they prevailed upon. Everything seems to confirm that Maria is as pure as the driven snow. I cannot even imagine all the adoration her subjects will shower her with if she becomes the ruler of these places. I guess we just return to Aglaya again at this point. Old exhaustion's creeping up again. Have I eaten the coffee beans? Or was that in the previous playthrough? Yes, I've eaten the coffee beans. Okay, I might have to sleep then. I might have to sleep at some point. Or I could stop by the pub and just buy more coffee beans, I suppose. Like, again, I have no need for money right now. I do have need for time. So, why not buy some time? That adds up, right? Yeah, I don't know if doing this is going to be enough to either make Clara more interested in helping her now that I've got some, you know, some more sort of evidence that Maria is a good person. Maybe Clara will be more willing to cooperate. Or it will just trigger this Maria sighting at the graveyard on its own. I don't know necessarily what's going to happen there. You know what? My dude, I have a gun. And you're being very generous with your drops, holy fuck. I don't know if loot is just scripted to get better as the game progresses, like on the final few days you just get better stuff. It's possible. But I think I'm just getting lucky as fuck, honestly. Or maybe that was another scripted encounter, actually, I don't know. That's also possible. It's hard to say in this game, honestly. I thought I saw a bridge out the corner of my eye there. I was like, is there a path over the water there? I've never noticed that before, but no, I'm just hallucinating. Just imagining cool stuff. Cool, exciting new things to see in Pathologic. This is kind of the part of town I want to be. Let me save here. Just on the off chance that I can't. I don't know why I saved over in the previous slot. Probably should have saved in a new one, really, but whatever. We're going to save there on the off chance that we can't do the trades on the final day for the Schmauder. Just because we're in an area where we'll be able to break into houses until we find one. Until we find a wee girly. Are you? No, okay. He was just burning the corpse. Okay. Fair enough. Carry on. Don't let me impede in your business. I really thought he was going for me there. It's not like them to fire if they're not going to hit, you know? They're not going to just spray fire in your direction. There's a rat chasing me and that only ever ends badly, so before we go through this little checkpoint, we'll just do one of them. No burning today, thank you. I'm all burned out. Just not in the context that that phrase is used 99% of the time. It's a completely separate definition of burned out, wherein I just mean I've had enough of being burned. Crazy how the English language works, eh? Especially when you just sort of make it up as you go along. The Joe language, we'll call it. Oh, fuck off, lad. Seriously? I can't believe I missed. Alright. At least he was happy, you know? At least he spent his final moments doing what he loved. Had a little cheer for himself. Oh, rats. Like, as liberal as I feel like I can be with bullets at the moment, I'm still not going to waste them on fucking rats. You know what I mean? Oh, I was meant to stop by Clara. God, I'm bad at this game. Can I? Yeah, I can. Cool. Just Just want rid of the rats. I really do. Just don't want to deal with rats right now. I guess while we're here, seems like a pretty good opportunity to check if anything's changed over here. Check if there's anything at all to get excited about. Now that I think about it, I didn't actually pick up the quest item from Capella that she gave me. It's probably at her feet. That's probably why this isn't triggering. You know what? We just saved. Let's take advantage of that, eh? Let's take full advantage of that. I can be a dumb fuck sometimes. To be fair, this game, that's quite possibly the most annoying thing about it, is how inventory management works in this game. That, like, when you try and do a trade, there was a video where I just had like a nervous breakdown over trying to do a trade because you can't, like, if you've got a full inventory and you try and trade for something, it just doesn't let the trade go through and doesn't explain why. And also, if you've got a full inventory and you get given something, it will just drop on the floor outside of your, you know, peripheral vision. You just will not see it. You will not, you know, notice that something has dropped on the floor in front of you, unless you happen to be staring at your feet at the time. So, yeah, both of those things are not great. It would be really cool if there was just like a message flash on screen to be like inventory full. That's all it would take, really. Just some indication that, hey, this isn't going how you expect it to go. Hey Clara, you got anything else to add?
This false.
Have you got anything else to add? No? Okay. On to Capella then. Might have to come back here again as well after speaking to Capella. Maybe having the quest item from Capella will allow me to, like, continue the conversation with Clara. Ugh. Grunting noise. We'll get it in the end. We'll get it. Well, we might not get it in the end, to be fair. But goddammit, I'm gonna try and get it in the end. I'm gonna do my damnedest. I'm gonna do my bestest. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you... I'm not a Coldplay fan, I'll be honest. Oh. Hey, where's the thing you meant to give me?
Has been avoiding me lately.
Victoria, do you know Katarina's successor? Oh, this is very complicated. First I was positive that it was Clark. Yeah, we've had this conversation before. Perhaps you're right. There's no item on the floor by her feet, though. Did I, like, throw it away or something? It's not in clothes, is it?
It's hard for us to believe in
Oh.
things outside of our...
Alright, well done, Joe. In my defense, it looks identical to the bone necklace. In my defense. I don't know, we have just spoken to her about Katarina's successor, so maybe now Clara will be slightly more willing. It's also possible that we had to wait till night time. That's also a possibility, to be fair. Potentially. Now that the sun has gone down, perhaps we'll be able to see this spooky sighting of Nina's ghost. Spooky. It's a good thing these two buildings are quite close to each other, really, isn't it? Because I was having to run back and forth between these two and they were like half the map away from each other. I probably wouldn't be getting much done. That's 10 o'clock, is that just chimed? If it is, we've not got much time left.
Yes.
No, not you. Why would it be you? Seriously.
Where are the orders?
This false.
Okay, alright. Well, looks like we probably can't do this quest then, but I guess we'll give it one last shot and then head back to Aglaya to round off the day. And we'll call that day 11. Which puts us probably only one, maybe two tops videos away from finally finishing this campaign. And then we'll just have the Changeling left. That's exciting, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm actually really intrigued by the Changeling's campaign because she's always been like... Of the three, she's always been like the most sort of weird, out there, spiritual sort of figure. Like, Artemis grounded in like the you know, sort of shamanistic, if you will, tendencies of his people for sure. But he doesn't actually do anything like weird and magical, you know, he just... Is there a rat attacking me? I'm more paranoid about the rat than the goddamn dude with the knife. Oh, the guy with the knife killed the rat. I mean, that worked out quite nicely. But yeah, so Artemis obviously has that sort of spiritual side to him, but for the most part, what he does is just, you know, straight doctor shit. Slightly weird, you know, off-kilter doctor shit, but still just doctor shit. He cuts people up and he, you know, tests their organs and stuff. And Danil is obviously even more like traditional medicine focused than that. Whereas the Changeling, like, from what people have been saying about her, she just sort of like paladin spell lay on hands people. She just goes up to people and makes them better using, you know, magic, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see how she plays, how her quests play out. I don't know if it'll just be like talk to this person and they get better. You know what I mean? Oh, no one in here. All right. Well, we tried our best and didn't succeed. I'll keep saying that. Now the Changeling has sent me a letter. Do we go back again? Do we have time to go back again? Maybe. Alright. About face. I'm sure this will just be the conversation about how Aglaya is controlling me and everything. And probably won't benefit the Maria quest line in any way, but we should just about... It struck 9 while we were there, so it's about half an hour from here to there, so it'd be like 10 o'clock when we get there, 10:30 when we get back. We should still have time to finish up the quest. It should be fine. I know I said I wasn't going to waste bullets on rats, but that one had it coming. That one was asking for it. It's also just kind of funny. To be that mad at the rats in this game that you're willing to waste precious ammunition. Like, these bullets cost so much money. Just frivolously blasting them into a rat. I'm gonna have to fight this guy, aren't I? He's not gonna aggro the guards before I get within range. Nice try, pal. How about you? You want some? What the fuck? Stop living. Dude, stop living. Who said you could live? Can't believe how many knives and... Oh, a lockpick. I'll take that, actually. Can't believe how many knives I'm just leaving lying around. It's depressing, honestly. It's such a valuable commodity normally. Please?
It's so cold.
Wow, you just sent me a letter. You just this second sent me a letter to come talk to you. To be fair, have I only said such is life to her? Have I not tried the other option?
What is...
Okay, well. Alright. That was fucking pointless then, wasn't it? That was 10 o'clock, right on schedule. Right on schedule. Surprising how accurate my timing estimates were. I was 10, right? Yep, beautiful. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I should be wrapping up now, but I think we'll go try and finish these quests off. Which is probably just going to be quest at this point. We talk to Aglaya and that'll be it. I guess we can try Georgi and Victor and see if they have anything more to add on the whole Maria situation. Maybe speak to those people outside Maria's house again. Hopefully, maybe, perchance, perhaps they'll be willing to point me in, give me sort of a more concrete evidence or something of this ghost of Nina. But I'm not getting shit from this right now, it seems. It's not happening. Not going that way, fuck it. I'll go through the Plague District. Can't be bothered shooting any more knife men. Can't be bothered doing it. What the fuck happened over here? This dude's just straight up burning the cathedral down. Hello. Again. Anything to add?
The senior kinds have given up life.
There is a mutiny. 2 companies have gone rogue. They're trying to get to the long-range weapons now. I know that already. This is really too much. Block, yeah, hunting them and punishing them mercilessly. Yes, he's good at that. The worst is the fact that the descent is shortening our time frame and it's already short. We need to be swift. Any minute now, Block will realise that every hour of delay is biting off a quarter of his forces. We'll do everything we need to do by tomorrow. Anything else?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Well, I tried my best. I keep saying that, but I did. I did. You gotta give me credit. You gotta give me credit for trying. I put in some work today. I killed so many soldiers. I spoke to so many people.
Capella has made peace with Casper.
Nothing going on there.
Few people know death.
Nothing going on there. Can we complete the hat trick? You two have anything to add? Are you any different? No? Or maybe because they were standing specifically, like, adjacent to the door, perhaps they were in some way like the most senior of the guards or whatever, but they're just dudes. They're just dudes being dudes, doing dude things. Hello, Mr. Rat. Pleasure to see you. Hello. Hello, spooky ghost. Hello. I do wonder what I did wrong. I do wonder. One second. Just enjoy this lovely marble texture for a second, and this eerie silence, soon to be punctuated by my clicky-clacky keyboard. This one, I think. Capella agrees to exchange Maria's power and gives her mother's beads as a token. She doesn't seem sure that the changeling is the other successor, but with no other options, the Bachelor looks for her at the town hall. The changeling is less willing to acknowledge Maria, but can be convinced. She offers her foster mother's ring as a token. I guess I failed that bit. It's not really clear as to how you convince her, but... Alright. The Bachelor brings both of these tokens to Maria's house, however he finds her door locked and a crowd outside the wing. Bachelor talks to them and they will suggest that because Maria is still unconscious and Nina is the current mistress, the relic should be brought to Nina's tomb. Inside of Nina's tomb, the Bachelor will see a vision of Maria. He gives her the tokens, and she tells him information about the town's history, the polyhedron, and the vision of making the town into a utopia. There is no material reward for this quest. Well, there we go. Imagine Nina's ghost told us all those things about the polyhedron and visions of making the town into a utopia. Cool, right? I think so. We're going to wrap up here. Day 12 next time. I'll see you.